Hey GH peeps, welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things General Hospital. Today's late night review is for Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Is it Wednesday, y'all? Hold on, let me check. Yes, y'all, it is. It's Wednesday, hump day. I'm halfway through this week and I just got back in town. Woo! It is November 29th, 2023. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I am doing good. Hope you guys are doing good too. It was a, let's see, physical awakening when I came back to our naturally cold state. I live in a cold state and it's cold. It's very cold. And I left sun, guys. I left sun. I left beautiful flowers and beautiful sun. But here I am, back in the Midwest, where we do snow the best. Well, luckily enough, when I did fly back in, the snow was already melted. So it was basically just like, you know, little splashes here and there, but it's cold. Okay? And when you go from 76 to 27 and some time zone changes, yeah. It's been a while, a couple of hours, but I'm here and we made it. Happy Wednesday, guys. And new subscribers, welcome to the couch. This is my daily review for late night review for tonight, y'all. So what about, how'd y'all feel about General Hospital today? Any feeling moments? Any thrilling moments? Any oh my goodness moments? No, she didn't moments? For me, some highlights that I had, because I had to watch yesterday and today. Yeah, guys, I had to see what's going on. And of course, Liz is still Lizzing. I can't with her. But that was yesterday. Today's today. So, any highlights for me today? Well, Sunny and Ava. I always love when they get together. I mean, I really, really do love when they get together. How Maurice and Mara work off on each other is just so awesome. And when that lawyer, when she walked into Fed's office and opened that door and that door hit the wall, hit the desk or whatever, like she was about to come in with the heavy guns, honey. I like that. That was cute. That was cute. There's any other highlights? I mean, you know, nothing serious. What about you guys? You have any good highlights? If you do, please leave them in the comments. You know, I love the comments. But anyway, let's get it started, y'all, because it starts off at the Quartermaine Mansion. And I gotta say, Grandma Gladys, I like her. I like her. I like her spunk. She got spunk, honey. Because even though she knew that they were going to kill her precious Zeddy, and it's funny now that I know that Zeddy's a he, but I mean, guys, no one said anything in the comments, like, is that her man, a dog, what? Because I know it ain't her lasagna. So who's Zeddy? And why they gonna kill him? But anyway, moving along. Let's see, where do I just got off? I get off, yeah, we still don't know what the Zeddy is, but we do know that Zeddy is a male. And Yuri, I didn't know, so Yuri plays the trombone. And I guess Yuri trained Mr. Petrov's beloved nephew, who sounds like an angel when he plays. Okay, being a girl in the marching band phase, yes, guys, I played the flute. Trombone makes beautiful, yes, it does. But, I mean, anyway, moving along. And Yuri is going to set up a thing where he contacts Mr. Petrov and has him come over to the Quartermaine Mansion. And Yuri and all of Yuri's like, I got it. You know, this is going to be in control. Don't worry about anything. Even when Brooklyn comes in and she's like, what the hell? You got into it with the Russian mob? Let's get Uncle Sonny. And Yuri's like, no need for Uncle Sonny. I got this. I got this. I guess Yuri's saying, I'm Russian. He's Russian. We can clear this up. So, yes, guys, my nails look a hot mess, please. So, where's I at again? So, Mr. Petrov comes over, and Yuri introduces him to the ladies, and Mama Gladys, I mean, she ain't going for none of that. Mama Gladys is not going for anything. She's still hot and bothered, because she's giving him the evil eye, even when they get the introduction. And he's like, that lady basically insulted my Petra. And Yuri, he says, but because you train my beloved nephew, maybe we can get over this. You know what I'm saying? Because at first he was like, he wasn't trying to hear that. But due to how beautiful his nephew plays on the trombone, he was willing to overlook this situation. And Grandma was like, I ain't apologizing for nothing. All I did is ask her to shut her mouth. And I'm sitting here like, wait a second. So this is all about, and I kind of remembered the story, but I was in sun haze. But I kind of remember the story, and the woman was getting loud, and Grandma asked her to to chill out. She's an old lady, and lady was like, da 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 da, and Grandma went da 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 back. So I would be Mama Gladys. Like, I ain't saying I'm sorry. Fuck him. Bring the po-pos. I got the po-pos. I'm at the Quartermaine hoes. But yeah, she wasn't going for that. So dude was like, I knew it. This was a wasted trip. And he gets up to walk away. And that's when Brooklyn comes in. And she's like, wait a second. I would like to hear more about your nephew that plays the trombone. And she tells him about a thing she's getting together with Luke West. And I forgot the rest of the name. And how she would be interested in him getting set up for, what was it? I want to make sure. The brass section. And oddly enough, Mr. Petrov loves Luke West. Who figured? Who freaking figured? And he's highly impressed by the fact that Brooklyn can set it up where his nephew can meet with Luke West and do this summer gig. So now Mr. Petrov is back into the bargaining phase. Because Brooks like, I can get this up for you. I can set this up for you if you be willing to let bygones be bygones. So basically, the rules would be that Mama Gladys cannot go to any bingos at St. Nicholas's or even avoid Mrs. Petrov. And avoid Mrs. Petrov. And Mama Gladys is like, I ain't nobody telling me when, how, and where I can play bingo. And I was like, go ahead, Mama Gladys, go ahead. Even though this man might off all the family, you go ahead, because I'm with you, girl. Ain't nobody gonna tell us nothing. I'm talking around fast, ain't I, guys? I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm still trying to get my life together from all that. That was a long, 5-6 hours on the plane? And I'm not even going to tell you about the craziness of the plane ride. Not even going to tell you. But moving along, I will try to slow down. I'm a little excited. Sorry. I just miss you guys, man. I miss having this connection. I miss talking about soaps. Even though I was doing reviews, from out of town, it feels much better in this little, my little feng shui. I got my aquarium in the background. The water's relaxing, and my smell good floating around, whatever you call it, diffuser, floating around in my plants. I'm surrounded by plants, so I just feel a lot more happy in my space talking to my peeps about our favorite show. But here I am moving on. Let me get back on track. So did we ended up with the Quartermaines? Oh yeah, Mama Gladys, she still ain't going for that. She's like, I can play where I want to be, go where I want to go. And then Brooklyn, and that's when Lois steps in. She's like, okay, you can play where you want to play, but you're going to avoid going to St. Nicholas and Miss Petrov, right, Ma? And she's like, yes, I'm going to avoid it. I won't even go there for a funeral. I got to give it to her. I like her. She's got spunk. So all ends well. Everybody's happy. Everybody goes about their different ways. Petrov's like, you're going to get my nephew turned on. Brooks like, yeah, we're all solved. Mama Gladys does throw a little curveball to Mr. Chase and Brooklyn about marriage. While she gets on the bus to go back home to, I don't know. But my question is, okay, why is she riding the bus, y'all? I mean, if my grandma showed up out of nowhere and just was like, hey, I'm here, what's up? I'm here to visit the family. And maybe it was her own decision to go on bus because OGs love the bus. But I wouldn't be sending my grandma on no bus. Pump up the private jet and take grandma home. This is the Quartermaine residence. We don't do buses at the Quartermaine residence. We fly people home in our private jets. What happened to the private jet? No, they had a private jet. I'm pretty sure. They're the Quartermains. But anyway, if that was my grandma, she ain't going home in no bus where we can get cooties and COVID. She going home on the private jet. And if she's scared, I'm going home with her because we ain't rolling the private jet in a long time. But this is Quartermain money. What's going on? Come on, Michael. Come on, Ned. What's going on with that? Moving along. Maxie's new place. Oh, my girl, Maxalina. She done got herself into some debt problems. Seems like, since Deception was in a very much of a turmoil due to the legality issues, they ain't been making money and they're actually in deficit. So it's going to take a while for them to get out of deficit, which means it's going to take a while for her to get her money situation under control. But meanwhile, she was using the credit card and only making minimal payments. And I kind of felt like General Hospital was trying to educate us on credit smartness, and they were speaking real facts. You should always try to pay at least double, if not all of your credit bill off, so that you don't have to worry about a high interest rate. And I always pay twice. Twice before I pay it before it's actually due. That's because I just want to stay up on it, because it will swim you in high interest rates and you will be forever paying that shit off. But basically, Maximilian, she comes to the point where she knows that she had these issues when she was young with, using her credit wisely and, being smart with money. And now it's coming back to bite her in the boot kiss because she is basically living on air. And just making, like I said, minimal payments. And probably, now she's got this house payment. So everything has, and I kind of felt a little when Felicia walked in to see her, because we're talking about Felicia and Maxie's conversation. She's talking to her mom. And I kind of felt her little, like, I'm not happy with this house thing when Felicia walked into the house, and she was like, the house. And she just kept, kind of like throwing a little, this house is so expensive. And we could have gotten somewhere, because I guess Cody went to get little James and take him somewhere. And she's like, well, if you were in the old house, it would have been better. So I guess, and she's like kind of regretting. I'm not guessing. She's regretting getting this house, but she knows it makes her kids happy. Well, it would, because not everybody has space. But she's feeling the love bunch. She's can't even do things for herself. And Mama Felicia offers to help her daughter out. Now, of course, Maxalina declines that and says, no, I got myself in this situation. I can get myself out. But Mom's like, at a high interest rate and a continuing growing rate, no. Let's go ahead and get your credit taken care of. And when Deception starts making more money, we can work out on payments to pay us back. And I thought that was a pretty good deal. Pretty solid, And I feel like Maxalina has grown up a lot from when she was younger, because she wasn't lying when she said that girl had no problems doing it. Anyway, so Mama Felicia to the rescue. Yay! Moving along to our next story. We at I like the GH Barn Girl. Ain't that swanky? That's real swanky. It looks expensive too. And surprise, the guy that, kind of went into Cyrus's butt is still alive. Moving along, Alexis goes back to get her phone. And of course, who does she see there? Molly. And Molly's talking to I can't remember the word for it, but I'm going to say baby rep. Let's just call it a baby rep right now. I know you guys will leave it in a comment what it is. I know what it is, I just can't think about it right now. But Molly is going full force with the plan, even though she had already talked to TJ, and TJ told her, nah, coach, I don't want to do this no more. I'm mourning over this loss of this baby, which I understand, because, people sit there and be like, well, that wasn't even a baby. Any type of baby is a baby, especially if you are getting your hearts up to having one. And this was their second, possibility of having a kid. So this would be the third attempt now. But she's, having a meeting with the lady, discussing, possibles. The lady passes her a file of possibilities, and I'm looking at her like, come on, Molly. And of course, Mama Alexis is watching like, oh, my daughter. So lady ends up going, and Alexis is like, hey, can I stop in? And Molly's like, slam the folder. What's up, Mom? She's like, girl, I know it's in that folder. And I'm going to tell you this, because Molly tells her what happened between her and TJ, and that TJ wants to wait. And she's like, you got to make this decision with you and him. You can't do this alone. You need to go home and talk to your husband. I'm like, Mama Alexis, well, she didn't say husband, but whatever they call themselves. Mama Alexis spit some facts. You know what I'm saying? She told her daughter, I love you, honey, but you're going about this the wrong way. You need to be talking to your husband before you make any decisions. And this decision has to be the both of y'all's, not yours, Mommy. But I guess they're just playing it up for the whole entire TJ and Portia affair. We shall see. Moving along to General Hospital at Finn's office. And I already thought that Finn had hired Martin, but I guess not. I thought, guys, catch me up. Like I said, I'm kind of, my brain kind of fogged. I thought that he had already hired Martin. So anyway, so the lawyer lady comes in. When she comes in, I'm sorry. Hold on. Martin tells him, I'm sorry. Finn's waiting for, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Finn already hire him? Martin tells him that this is going to be a tough one to win. Yeah, so Martin's like, dude, this is not going to be easy to win. And Finn's like, well, I made it even worse. I made it even worse. And he catches up with Martin about the hospital lawyer and all what's going on with him. And that's when the hospital lawyer comes, walks in the door and opens the door. Bam! Because because Finn and the lawyer, I knew I shouldn't have watched both those shows back to back. Finn had talked to that lawyer already, and she had already questioned him about some things, and he said he wants to talk to his lawyer before he goes any further. I wouldn't even talk to her. I would have been like, sorry, talk to a lawyer. Can't talk to you. Talk to a lawyer. Talk to my lawyer. I don't even know how to think without my lawyer. I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't even sign my name without my lawyer being present. Because that's some real shit. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You don't ever speak unless you have an attorney right there, especially when it comes to matters of your finances and your life. But anyway, so Finn was waiting. Finn had called Martin over after that incident, and Martin was like, man, I'm here to tell you, man, this is going to be a tough one to win. And Finn's like, well, I appreciate your honesty, but I think I made it worse. And that's when the hospital lawyer walks back up. And she slams the door open so hard that it hits the little cabinet right behind it. Talking about, well, I'm glad your lawyer's here, so now I can get some questions answered. And you know what? I had to give it to Martin how he handled that. He handled that sweetly. He was like, well, okay, I'm going to need you to calm all that down. And Finn will answer any questions you have for him at the deposition. And she's like, okay, because, Martin's like, hey. And she's like, okay, we got to remember we on the same team. I'm saying it's us against them. And that's when Martin says, good. Because I'm going to need the hospital to stand by the truth. And that is that Dr. Finn did exactly what he was supposed to do and how he was supposed to do it. And you guys are backing him up on all things. And that's when she says, well, I can't really speak on what the hospital is thinking right now. And that's when he tells, well, I basically can't answer any more questions until we have the deposition. She says she looks forward to having that deposition, and Martin says, I look forward to it too. She walks out, and him and Finn discuss the horribleness of his situation. Now, guys, I will say that, yes, malpractice can ruin a person's career. But if you really did everything, you documented everything, and you did everything by the book, the doctor can settle, the hospital can settle. They're really making this out to be a little bit more than what it is. And that's why you never ever hear about it on TV, because normally everybody just settles, or the doctor wins and the family just goes about their business. But the hospital normally does settle. They're not going to get mauled into any type of going back and forth. They don't have, because that's ticking time for them. But the doctor, on the other hand, he'll either settle or he'll win his case. I feel like they're making this story bigger than what it is to make it more like, oh, Finn, he's going to lose his license. But I don't know about y'all. I'm not really attached to Finn. Moving along. I'm sorry. Did that sound horrible? Moving along. We're at the General Hospital. We're at the GH. We're at PD, the police department. And Brooklyn is dropping off Chase's truck. Chase is like, "You're getting my stuff detailed. Don't mess up my rims." Okay, he didn't say that, but anyway. And Dante is being interviewed by the Pawtucket PD. And this is, and they're discussing Austin's murder. And the cop brings up the fact that Dante actually shot his cousin. And Dante's like, "Well, if you want me off the case, you know what I'm saying, just let me know." And he's like, "Well, actually, not now. I mean, as long as, you disclose everything and we don't see that this leads to any kind of, malfeasance with you, we should be okay." And I'm wondering to myself, why did you even bring it up then, sir? Why did you even bring it up that? Because he says, your department cleared you, and that's good enough for me. And for now, so I'm like, once again, why'd you bring it up? But I guess it could be because it's Ava, and Ava's basically connected to his father. So that could be a reason why they would want Dante off the case. Because, Ava is Sonny's baby mama. And it's definitely looking like they are going to be looking at her, because they talk about acquaintances of Austin. And there's only 2 real acquaintances that they discuss. And that's the crazy boy and Mason Lollipop Man that's chained to the bed. And of course there's no way he could do it. And then there's Ava. That's the other acquaintance. And I'm sitting back, scratching my head, and I'm asking myself, doesn't Dante know about Cyrus connection? Didn't him and Sonny just get to talking about the Cyrus connection with Austin and Mason? So is he already holding back evidence from the Pawtucket police? And isn't this what they were concerned about? And correct me, guys. Please, please, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure, I'm almost sure that Dante knows that it was Cyrus, that there's a Cyrus, Austin, and Mason connection. So it was just kind of weird that Dante didn't mention that. I mean, that could have been a better link than Ava. They just said Ava. Him and Chase was in there. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember if it was Chase or him that said it. But you just put Ava in this situation, but didn't mention Cyrus. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But I'm pretty sure he knows what's going on and that it was Cyrus. And why didn't he tell the Pawtucket police that? Dante, you just... And if I'm wrong, guys, correct me. But I don't think I'm wrong. So then Dante heads off to question Mason. And Mason starts automatically screaming, "Get out, you are the cop that shot me, help, police brutality." And Dante's like, "Well, okay, wait a second, I don't want to be in here with you either, by myself." And he calls the nurse and the other officer to come in, and he tells Mason how Austin got put out of his life brutally, like the cop said, got shot brutally, 2 to the chest, close range. And Austin makes a face, and Mason makes a face, and just for one flicker of a human second, there was a little bit of, "Damn, my cuz." You know what I'm saying? I said it just like, "Damn, my cuz." Anyway, and he says, "When did this happen?" And Dante tells him all the whatnots. And he asks, and he says, "Okay, so what's this got to do with me?" And he says, he asked, "Do you have any suspects?" And Dante says, "Well, that's why I'm here." And Lollipop's like, "Well, what'd you think about Ava?" And basically throws Ava down the shaft. Like, mentions that they were lovers and they were doing illegal stuff together. And, that Austin may have spoken to the wrong person. And Ava found out about it and had to, unalive him. Chop to the neck, unalive him, right? Well, for her, bang, bang. And we all know, unfortunately, the sweet Ava Jerome is known for shooting people close range. So, yeah, we cannot forget Connie. May she rest in peace. Was it Connie? I think it was. Anyway, we know Ava didn't do it, but moving along. So he basically throws Ava down the shaft. As Dante walks out, he lets him know, "Hey, man, yeah, just wanted to let you know also that you're being transferred over to jail, straight pen, and good luck and safe travels." Walks out the door. He's going to Pentonville. Then we move on over to our final and lovely story, and that's the Sonny and Ava at the Metro Court. And I just love these two. I really do. And Ava asks what's the, what's going on. It must be some bad news. And Sonny tells her, yeah, based on, it could be bad news, but, it could be good news based on whoever's perspective it is. Sonny's so petty. And he tells Ava what happened to Austin and then says, did you kill him? And Ava's like, what? No, I didn't kill him. No. Why would I kill him? What are you talking about? And he says, well, he was lying, manipulating, playing on you and making you look like a fool. I mean, Sonny read her to feel a short mimic. It almost brought me back to old school Maurice and Mara, because that is exactly how he used to talk to her. Well, how he talked to a lot of women that got on his nerves. But that right there was classic Sonny. That I felt the essence of Sonny when he was going in and trying to read Ava for Phil, and explaining how he felt that Austin was basically playing her ass. And what was I had? It was like, despite all that, I did not do anything. I did not kill him. He's like, look, I need you to be honest because the police have his body. And if you want me to cover your tracks because you're my baby mama, I need to know. Because this is about Avery. And I'm going to talk about something in a second. And Ava's like, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even know he was dead until you told me. Why would I kill him? I wouldn't kill him. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for me to want him dead. And Sonny, but she appreciates the fact that he will cover her tracks because she didn't do it. Sonny hints to her killing Austin, he hints to her but killing Austin by talking about how it happened in Pawtuck and away from everybody, and it was in a rural area. Nobody would have known, and it would be better than shooting him at General Hospital and at the Spoon Island. And Ava's like, no, I'm telling you, I did not do it. I did not do it. And now they're going back and forth. And Sonny says, well, I'm not the one you should be worried about. You need to be worried about the police because they got his body. And it ain't going to be hard for them to point the finger at you. And Ava's like, well, why would they point the finger at me? I ain't the only one that want that sorry motherfucker dead. And then Sonny brings back basically Ava and Austin's history, them being possible lovers and being seen at the gallery together and at the hospital together, and like how many visits was that when he was at the hospital together. And she, like I said, he mentioned the gallery, and Ava's like, oh, and he was like, oh, what? Tell me. And she's like, well, it was nothing. He's like, stop. What did he tell her? He gets loud then. Like I said, this was all Corinthos today with him and her. He says Sonny brings up the Ava and Austin history. Ava tells Sonny that Austin was Ava tells Sonny that Austin came to see her at the gallery, but he was alive. Sonny asks, did anything happen? Ava starts to stutter. Sonny says, stop hiding. You're hiding something from me. Stop it. Stop hiding. We ain't got time for this, woman. I gotta cover your tracks. And Ava tells them about the conversation that she had when she was very disappointed with Austin allowing her to get almost unalived by Mason. And I'm pretty sure it was loud. And everybody heard it. And he's like, well, that sounds like motive for murder to me. So to get back to this, Sonny's mad at Ava because of this situation with that. But I wonder how he's going to feel when it comes to Nina and the Charlotte thing. Because all the people are saying that he's going to be upset with Nina about covering Charlotte, what Charlotte did. And that causing Anna to shoot Charlotte. But here he's getting mad at Ava for, I don't know. I just feel like, is he going to feel any different when this Nina situation comes on? Because it's almost like you're saying it's okay for you to cover up Ava's tracks about murdering Austin, whether she did it or not. But Nina kind of did the same thing for Charlotte. And I can't believe I am speaking up for Nina, first of all. But, I mean, Sonny could also use the fact that, well, this is what got Charlotte shot. So I guess, I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'm talking about spoilers. Spoilers is saying that because Sonny's planning a wedding. I mean, not a wedding, a Christmas date. And and before this happens, him and Nina are going to be a little sour about her destroying the evidence about Charlotte breaking into Anna's apartment and destroying her stuff, into the hotel. But anyway, so I want to see how that's going to work. Like, really, Maurice, you mad you're going to cover Ava's tracks, but Nina can't cover Char's tracks. But it did get baby girl shot, and that's what he could hammer home with. But we'll see. But anyway, guys, I am talking too much. Oh, it is 29 minutes. I am so sorry. Thank you for hanging out with me this long. Like and subscribe if you like the content. I'll talk to you tomorrow, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being amazing. Mwah. A wonderful night.